I even type? All right, cool.
I'll let you take it over as I have some important business to attend to, but it'll be like a couple seconds. So, TraumaLlama, let's hear about these players. What do you know about them? We've seen
Dude,
Lotty
did you
Let's. We've
order
seen
pizza
TVP
again
play.
in
I'll
the
let you
middle
know
of the
again.
stream, bro?
No, I would never do that. No, man.
All right,
No,
go get
I'm
your pizza. I'll take over casting for a bit.
All right.
All right, Team Thickness over here is taking on Spicy Spooners. Spicy Spooners has 2 1900 players, I believe, and then one, I think it's 1600. So some very quality players on this team. And TPP, kind of consistent across the board, 1800 MMR for that team there. We've definitely seen them on the stream a lot pop off. Very consistent gameplay from them. Very aggressive gameplay from them. So it'll be interesting to see how these two teams match up against each other. Wow, pizza midstream. Wow, I know. Low-key sounds amazing, though. I'm kind of jealous. When's the next $30 show matches? I really wanted to do this. Crisp, I don't know if you saw the message in Discord, but unfortunately, because of my a few life changes, I'm not living in the same place I used to. Got to pay some more bills, and so I unfortunately am not able to afford $30 show matches anymore. So the GC games are still going, but they're just for fun now. And not that they weren't before, but there's not a prize pool.
No, they were super sweaty before, but now
now they're chill sweaty. Yeah, they're like
exactly.
a light jog. Yep. On a crisp Sunday morning. I don't.
What is exercise? Dank Red, is that correct? Missing that one, unfortunately. Yeah, it's Dank Red. I had to kind of read that one as they're kind of put together here. What are words, as Llama had said earlier in the stream? King gets demoed here, and Lottie Lettuce trying to play it up to Matt, who's going to put it off the wall, but doesn't get the second touch he was looking for, so now it's going to put him out of position. TPP with some numbers. Knight gets one more touch, but Lottie Lettuce able to get a touch away as well, and they'll stay out of harm's way for now.
Good defense there. He had all the time in the world with that ball, and great patience. I think it was Lottie that was on defense there to knock that one across above the goal. Oh, nice double tap there. Thick Boss going up for that.
Boss was on a mission for that one. Tried to kind of slam it home, try to get a couple dunks, a couple touches off the wall, but wasn't able to come up with anything ultimately. As Boss will play it back in the zone, though. I think it was a bit of a mistouch, or maybe didn't look when he was back passing it regardless. Kind of looked awkward there for TPP, or sorry, from Spicy Spinners. As now Matt will clear it down the zone. Gets a good pinch here. Quantic Ways will have to wait for it. Does get boost though. Good patience, but Matt able to get a touch off of that one. Quantic didn't anticipate that Matt would get that touch, and now it's Lottie Lettuce with a chance, but it's Night Thick that gets up for that one quickly, and he'll make the save.
Yeah, I can already tell this is going to be a great series coming up into 2 minutes. Both teams have very similar play styles, it looks like. Great clears out of the zone. Good attempts for team play. I honestly think it's going to be the first team that can put together a good, solid team play is going to be the one that steps it up here and pulls ahead.
1:32 left on the clock. Here's Knight that's going to go up to the ceiling now. We'll get a touch, puts it past it. Yeah, Dank Red from the back wall now. Lottie Lettuce awaiting it to get down to the ground. It'll be Boss back in the zone. Quantic with a chance to put it down to a teammate. It's down into Boss, and it's a tic-tac-toe goal. The give and go up on the back wall, and Lottie Lettuce with a questionable touch, but Quantic Ways with a perfect pass.
Wow.
We talked about it moving from console. What a pass and a good setup. Easy tap in, 1-0 TPP.
Great awareness by Quantic to get so quickly back up that wall and to just drop that perfectly down to the center.
Wonderful touch, wonderful setup, good back and forth from TPP. We talked about how they rarely lose a series in these show matches, and we see it again. Oh my, Dank Red thought they could get up to that one and put it out to the corner, but unfortunately for him, it just goes in the back of the net. Oh, sorry, Dank Red with a great Wait. Holy. Beats them back. My apologies.
That was a huge redirect.
Used to seeing Spicy Spooners just scrambling back on defense. My apologies. Excellent redirect. Great shot. Tie game. Spicy Spooners. Great offense there.
Yeah, sorry, chat. I just realized that I had changed all the caster info to Sleegy, so definitely go show some love to Sleegy. But also,
Sleegy wouldn't make a mistake like that. Let's be real. Can we get Sleegy back in the chat?
but also, I don't know if I'd be drinking like beers with Sleegy while casting. Usually, I bring Sleegy on for like the big boy games. Not that I wouldn't have you on for a big boy game, Bear.
Dude, no, I know for sure. We just have a good time, and that's the way we're supposed to be. As Knight puts one in, and with 17 seconds left, that's a huge goal. Quantic setting up Knight, and for the sidewall, usually that shot's not available. It just looked like Spicy Spinners wasn't back for that one. Now 2-1 for TPP.
Yeah, caught him out of position a little bit. Great quickness by Knight to get off the wall so quickly and redirect it. And such a clutch time to make a goal like that as well, coming down to the last 10 seconds of the game here and going up by 1. All they need to do now is play some solid defense and keep the ball out of their net.
I think we'll try to play it down the mat, who does keep it up temporarily. It'll be Dink with the touch again, but can't get around it. Nobody to help him out there as it kind of just fell to the ground naturally. And because of that, TPP will take game 1 of the best of 5 series. And they struck when it mattered. With 17 seconds left, they were able to toss one in from the sidewall from Knight. And they get the win. And TPP showing why they're one of the favorites. But Spicy Spinners, honestly, they showed some great promise. Golden goal coming, of course, from the redirect from Dank Red. 5 saves coming out of Lotty. We've called his name multiple times in these show matches in the past, week after week. And again, he comes up big with some good defensive plays. But at the end of the day, it was TPP that took it to him.
Lottie, what in the world? 5 saves.
Yeah.
He's back there like a brick wall trying to save everything.
No.
But yeah, TPP, I mean, both teams, it can go either way at this point, Bear. I mean, both, like I said, you know, about the 2-minute mark, both these teams playing so similarly, and I think we're gonna have a great series, possibly a game 5.
No doubt about it. Game 5 is no doubt about it. We saw lots of promise from both teams. Again, good defense out of Spicy Spinners, but they got to spend more time in the offensive zone in order to do so. TPP looked a little bit stronger than the Spicy Spinners teams. Looked like they could keep the possession, keep the ball where they wanted it to go, and the rotation's just a tiny bit stronger. But if Spicy Spinners can make some minor adjustments, they'll be good as we're about to start up this game here. Game number 2, as TPP has the 1-0 lead in the series, and they'll look to build on that for sure. There's 5 minutes on the clock, and we have started game number 2. Here's Matt missing this one. Leave it for Lottie Lettuce, who Quantic, but kind of yeeted out of the play by Knight. A shot from an angle, and it's one of the plays we're looking for. We know he has it in him, and sure enough, the defense that he had in the last game, now it's offense. Oh my goodness.
What?
1-0 Lottie Lettuce. Are you kidding me?
My poor brain is trying to comprehend that angle right now. Wow. Great shot.
And the speed to get to the place he needed to be first. Second, the car positioning. The angle on the car in order to make it hit that type of angle is unreal. That is some sort of reaction time. As Lottie Lettuce again will save the day in the defensive zone too, but a great pass, but Quantic can't connect on the shot. A brilliant opportunity, but not able to finish.
Knight, how are you, man? Thanks for stopping in the stream. I hope you're having a great day, dude. Appreciate you being here. A little bump there. Lottie Lettuce gonna escape out to the side. Still gets the touch. He keeps all of the momentum going. Matt up quickly for that one. Launch it downfield. Thick Boss gonna take over though. Oh my goodness, what a read out of the corner. A lot of demos coming from TPP. Very aggressive play style.
They have, and they're known to play a little bit more of a physical game. We see top-ranked teams, they've gone to physicality as Lottie Lettuce puts in another one. 2-0 now.
Lottie, what are these touches, man? He's just everywhere. He went from defense last game to suddenly popping off on offense this game.
I mean, I say this every time I'm on the stream. Defense creates offense. In this case, it's across separate games, but still, if you play a solid game in the defensive zone, suddenly your confidence goes up on escaping the zone. When you can escape the zone, you play more time in the offensive side of things, and we know Lotty has the offense in him. And it's definitely been proven here as they press yet again. And Spicy Spooners looking like a very solid team. I think you're right. TPP is always pretty solid. Right now, they've had a couple breakdowns they need to clean up.
Yeah, they're playing very aggressive on the offensive side, but their defensive plays still, you know, needing just a little bit more effort. I don't know what word I was going for. Bear, English is hard.
English is hard, let me tell you.
Lottie is so speedy right now, though, on offense. He's just all over the place. Oh, no.
Matt, again with a ill-advised touch, and it goes straight in. You know, and again, I just don't... You know, at this level, you typically don't see it. I know he was trying to get up and try to trap the zone here, so maybe they're just trying to adopt a new play style. But regardless, it's unexcusable to put a ball right back into your net in that fashion. So Matt's kind of needing a boost in the confidence field. Lotty has been doing really well on the offensive end. I think in their comms, they need to get Matt going because an unfortunate mistake, but I'm sure, you know, if Lotty can probably energize this team and let them know that they have the lead still. Hopefully they can get past that one as they look to put pressure on. And this time it is in the hands of Dank Red, as that's exactly what they do now. It's 3-1.
Yeah, Quanic not able to get up for him. His computer playing skills were not enough there, Bear.
Not quite. You're absolutely right. As Matt will push back in the zone now. His mistake has been forgotten with a quick goal from Spicy Spooners to answer the goal from TPP, where unfortunately here now putting it in the zone. A great pass to his Quantic Ways almost finishes, but Matt not going to take any chances, puts it off the back wall now. And he'll start from the side wall as Knight trying to play it in, but Lottie Lettuce from the back wall now, looking for Dank Red, who will get a touch. It's back over to Lottie Lettuce, but Quantic Ways sitting right back, but unfortunately gives a possession here. Kind of a loose play to Matt. If he can work it, it's still hanging there, but great recognition from Knight. He jumps on it with good anticipation, and he'll knock it out of the zone.
Dick trying to make the moves there. Matt almost looked like he was going to think about going for a demo there and then backed off. Great pass by Knight, but D-ranked, Dank Red, I can pronounce his name.
Dude, I read it as D-ranked for a solid
minute. I know. I knew it was going to happen eventually. Out the corner, Knight pitching it with Dank Red.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Had to say it a lot slower that time.
But it seems like TPP playing a little bit slower as well in this game, as Spicy Spinners has been up from the challenge. They dropped game one. It's easy to kind of hang your heads and play not the best game in game two after dropping game one, but hey, props to them for jumping back out and making this a solid game two effort. But again, Quantic, Knight, and Thick Boss, or Boss as we typically know him as.
They're also thick, you know, you just can't.
Dude,
confuse.
honestly,
it's very confusing. Yeah.
I couldn't see their name because they're honestly that thick. Boss will now play it up. Matt moving it back out of the zone. Knight trying to play it out, but Quantic in the way there. Quantic in the way is there. And Boss trying to get out of the zone now, but his time ticks down. Yeah, it really has been. And 5 seconds left on the clock. It will be Spicy Spooners. Kind of came out flat a little bit in game one, but they tie things up here in game number two. And we have a 1-1 series.
In this house, we stand Bears puns.
You don't have to.
It's okay, we do. I mean, can we take a moment though for Quantic Thicks? Quantic Way's profile picture?
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
I honestly brought up the scoreboard, and that's what I was looking at as I said thick boss.
Yeah, I've honestly never seen a dog that's so thick. Can we take a minute for my 69% vibe check? Absolutely. Yo, Prime Shot, what's up, man? How are you? All right, we're going to jump into game 3. We got a tied series. I called it. Game 5, man. Let's go. I think we're
You
gonna
definitely
go
did.
Game 5 this one.
It's
Every
definitely...
single one. Good job, Rex.
Looking at the last 2 games, it's looking like it might come down to that game 5. TPP has showed some promise in both games, and Spicy Spinner is able to take advantage of some mistakes from TPP.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right. We'll see a game 5, and this one is my prediction as well.
Yeah.
Especially if Lotty Lettuce can keep
Don't
doing what
steal my
he's doing.
prediction. Get your own.
I'm complimenting your
Oh, okay.
prediction, your break prediction, by complimenting it with the exact same prediction.
Could you
And
say
the
you
reason
were lighting a fire under my prediction?
I'm just saying that your prediction's pretty thick. As
All
well,
right, I'll take it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh no,
Isn't
I
it?
thought we were gonna see another pass back from Matt there as he tried to get up for that ball as well.
I think Matt's had about as much alcohol as I have, and that one went
Did you get that
straight up
bug?
and down like a friend. What's that?
Did you get that bug?
Oh, I got it out, man. Don't you worry about a thing, man. Yeah, it's
Chat
bothering me
update.
for solid
Bear
5
has
minutes,
gotten
bro.
the bug out of his nose.
Dude, honestly, it's a thick book too, if you want to know. About this.
Those thick bugs.
As it'll be,
Yeah, you don't
I can't
want
even
those
tell
hanging around for
because
too long.
I called it a Lotty Lettuce, same color and everything. Wait. Here's Dank Red, not deranked, putting it back in the zone.
I like how we're gonna applaud ourselves every time we say it correctly.
Oh my god, you know. We're gonna be like, Dank Red, I did it. I did it.
Did it!
We did it, boys. Dank Red. Off the back wall now. But Boss able to clear it out until Matt's gonna go forward with this one. Here's Knight. Over to Quantic now. Back to Knight, but a little bit too far ahead. Let's put it up. Boss off the back wall now. We'll try to find a teammate with it, but Lottie let it up for that one. No shocker. He's been great in the defensive zone. Now it's Boss. Way off the corner, but good read from Matt. But Dank Red kind of committed with, so kind of a double commit. But Quantic not able to put it across now. Boss will backtrack with this one. Grabs the 100 boost, just stealing it from Dank Red, who will try to push, but a great sidestep from Boss. But Lottie Lettuce trying to step up, make something happen. Matt with good patience. He gets everybody connected to the chance up and down. Almost made it happen. But luckily, Knight was the man on the spot. But Lottie Lettuce not done a shot, and Knight answers that one. Great save.
Knight with those thick saves right on the goal line.
And then the counter attack as well out of TPP, but Spicy Spooners able to get back to it and make that save as well. So good recognition that just because your offensive chance is done doesn't mean that you have to go back and play defense, and they did. Now there's Boss trying to play it in. Here's Matt. Just gonna leave it for Dank Red. Did it again. That's Quantic. Cross, here's Matt. We'll miss this one's up for Knight, who gets a touchback in the zone.
We need an applause sound effect every time you say it correctly. Knight passing the middle. Matt's gonna bang it downfield. Quantic is up though. Matt down in the middle. Lottie trying to go for double touch. Didn't have enough boost. Dank Red nailed it. Hit it back into his own half though. Pulling a Matt there. Wow, what a save.
Reaction time from Lottie Lettuce to get up to that one. It seemed like he was dead to rights. Done. But Knight's now looking at open net. He'll put this one easily in. And TPP gaining some traction once again. They got the 1-0 lead.
Nice 50 there from Knight. Thick Boss just hanging out there. Knowing he was going to be able to get on the scoreboard. And up 1-0, first score of the game. We've had a great game so far, back and forth between both teams.
They've been trading punches, there's no doubt about it. And TPP like to see themselves on top of this game that has been a bit of a chess match, trying to figure each other out. It's been a quick game because of the low scoring count. As Matt will toss it over to Lottie Lettuce, and Quantic able to easily get back to that one, who finds a teammate at Knight on the side wall. Dank Red trying to find Matt, but Quantic right up in the exact spot where he was going to hit it. Almost knew where the opponent was going to hit it more than his teammate, it seemed like, but a double commit. They both miss. And if Quantic wasn't there, it was a problem from TPP, but they escaped harm yet again. Just seems like Spicy Spooners needs to take advantage of more opportunities. A shot on, and credited with the save is Dank Red. That one, I guess, was in because the calculation was that it was a save. And that was an impressive angle. Lotty Lettuce will try to clear the zone, but Boss missing this one over to Lotty Lettuce, who will try to play it past, but Quantic able to get a touch off. Now, Matt, no boost, will leave it to Dank Red. It just looks like Matt is a little out of place, doesn't seem to find the positioning, and leaves it to a lot of teammates to kind of come and save the day.
Yeah, you can definitely tell. It's I was just about to comment on that as well. TPP just looking like they're beating.
There it is.
Yeah, there we go. They're beating Spicy Spooners pretty much every ball. They're keeping the pressure on. I don't think it left Spicy Spooners half for the past minute or so.
That's the TPP style. It's one of the reasons why it seems like their success in this channel and the show matches have been, they're trapping the zone in the offensive end, knowing where to be positionally, which isn't always easy. You have to know your specific opponent in order to pull off this strategy. So the strategy is keep the ball in the zone and trap it whenever they try to escape, know exactly their idea of how to escape the zone and play exactly where the ball is going to go to try to get out. And they've been trapping the zone the entire time, and it's very tough to work past that kind of play style. As we see TPP, they're going to take their second victory in this series and take a 2-1 lead. Against Spicy Spooners, we're talking about how they kind of didn't take advantage of opportunities in this one, but it's just a 2-1 series, so they're not that far behind.
Yeah, absolutely. Still plenty of opportunity. Lotty Lettuce up there at the forefront again for that team, but not really popping off as much as we saw him kind of do the last two games. Game one with all the saves, and then game two kind of taking the lead there with, you know, a lot of those goals. But TPP definitely looking like they want it a little bit more at this point. They've been putting the pressure on like crazy, and I think if they keep that up, they're definitely going to come away with the next game. And but we'll see what Spicy Spooners does in game 4 to try to stay in this one.
Definitely, and what we haven't seen, which we saw in the first game, was any kind of bumps or demos.
Nuts. Oh, what?
What? You know what you got to do as a team? You don't see a lot of demos and bumps out of the series. What you have to do is you have to go into your nose and pick out those bugs and just like leave a wide open net for your teammates. You need to get in there. You need to play the dirty work. You need to bump people out of the net if you're Spicy Spinners right now, because TPP comes up with big different defense all the time. So I think if they do get in there, get a couple bumps, get a couple demos to throw off the rotations of TPP, that might be the way to go about it. And I think that would give them an advantage in the series, but we'll see as we start game 4.
Man, I applaud you for keeping a straight face through that whole monologue, dude. That was good. You took a Boogs metaphor and just turned it into something so Rocket League relatable.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I had to own it, man.
100 points to BearLight.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Knight able to get up very quickly for that one. Boss not able to grab the boost, but did get the demo. I'm gonna let Bear take over while I do something very important. I'm just kidding. I don't have anything important going on right now.
Play. I got you. We'll play it up. Boss with a good read, and Dank Red not able to make the save. Boss with some boss veloc on that shot, just able to bury it. As he puts it right behind where Dank Red would have been, and that will take the lead for TPP. And again, they're just one game away from this show match victory in the best of 5 series. And if you're just joining us, TPP facing off with Spicy Spinners. TPP with the 2-1 lead in the series, and the 1-0 lead in the game as Ways. Okay, Quantic Ways, my apologies. Going by tonight as Lotty Lettuce will work to the corner. We didn't say a lot about Lotty Lettuce in the last game. Kind of seems like he disappeared. He'll try to work it now. But Quantic Way is able to put it out. I think this Spicy Spirits team needs a little bit more out of Lotty Lettuce.
Yeah, for sure. He's definitely the anchor for this team. When he's popping off, the whole team's popping off. So we'll see. He kind of needs to turn it on this game. Like I said last game, though, everyone was kind of the same on the same plane. Wow, what a touch! Dank Red nailed it. Was able to get up for that, and what a read from him, though. Right off the bottom of his car, just tapping into the right-hand corner.
Yeah, and even if there was some defense from TPP, which we've seen a lot of in the series, there was not, but it was excellent placement nonetheless, because you never know at this level of Rocket League play, somebody can pop out of what you think is nowhere. Like, far corner, a lot of speed at this level, so you never want to take any chances. A good placement on the shot too to go far side and top shelf. I want to make sure that they don't have the chance to get to it, so yeah, an absolutely great shot as Knight will try to play one in, but Dank Red. John in the spot to get a touch over to Lotty. Lettuce will play it out. Now Boss. Quantic Waste tries to get a touch. Now's a chance. They should have numbers if Spicy Spinner can hurry. It'll be Matt off the back wall. But Knight with a great job to get that touch off the back wall. Absolutely.
Knight just hanging on that back wall, clearing every ball out to the side. We'll see if he can get to it again. Matt gonna touch out to the corner. Here we go. Lottie Lettuce trying to sneak one in. Not able to do so. Great clear from Boss. Keeping that one out of the goal. Lottie going up for this one, trying to pass it over to Matt. Can Matt get up for it fast enough? Him and Boss with it, missing it at the same time.
Look at Matt was anticipating a touch from the other team, from their opponents.
I think both players were anticipating a touch from the other one.
Nobody knew who was actually going to beat each other into the ball.
And they both just watched it go by.
Very awkward. It takes players out of their positioning because they have to step up, and right now it didn't really hurt any other team as they kind of hang at midfield. Now it'll be Matt sidestepping one. A good fake here from Matt, and Dank Red will put off the back wall, but absolutely nobody home from the Spicy Spooners, but it's shot on, and Boss has to recover there. Some lazy play in the defensive zone from TPP, but it hasn't hurt them yet, but a double commit might. Here's Dank Red back in the zone, a floater. He puts it right back out of the zone. Unfortunately, that'll go to Quantic Ways, and their offense will now be continued by Lottie Lettuce, who's finally demoed. First demo of the series, I'm convinced. I'm convinced that was the first demo of the series. We haven't seen a lot of bumps. We haven't seen a lot of demos.
No, not out of Spicy Spooners. Thick Boss, I was just about to comment actually on Spicy Spooner's pressure. They had so much pressure on TPP's end for the longest time there.
Absolutely.
And then all of a sudden they just turned around.
It did, and it popped out in front and literally hung on the goal line. You knew for a fact that TPP was going to put that away. And another one from Quantic Ways so soon. 2 seconds separates those goals in a 3-1 lead for TPP.
Don't forget, his name is Quan Thickways tonight.
Oh, of course, yeah. My apologies.
Yeah.
I need to make a formal apology when we go back to the booth.
What a touch, though. Oxygen, welcome into the channel. How are you, man? Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Hope you're having a good night. It looks like TPP is going to come away with this series. Spicy Spooners need to do something quick if they want to keep the dream alive.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate too because of the quick goals scored by TPP. They try to play across, but Lottie Lettuce will get a touch here to try to work out, but nothing doing. Yeah, it just seemed like TPP was the better team, and a couple of mistakes there that make you say F in chat. A lot like losing all your points by gambling all because chat debates you into it. Yeah, absolutely. Because chat's sometimes rude in that way. I'm just kidding. I apologize. You guys are the best. There's a shot from Matt. Tries to get over the Lottie Lettuce for one more chance. They needed that one to go home if they wanted a chance in the series to try to work back in, but it did not. And again, TPP doing what they do best in these show matches. They'll win again.
Dank Red trying to get something in the goal, but unfortunately it looks like the clock is going to expire and TPP is going to come away with yet another win on the channel, Bear.
Another win.
Another win.
Another day, another dollar.
I mean, no dollars this time, but
no dollars this time. But
no dollars this time.
There's a metaphor.
$30 worth of love and affection.
That's a lie, man. What is that? Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna go there. TPP again. It just seems like their defense.
What does that exactly transition to?
Listen, I don't want to go there. TPP with some great defense in this one. I don't think Spicy Spinners, besides the one blow-up game that they had where they took the W, they got a couple goals there, a few goals more than TPP is used to allowing. So TPP plays a style just like RBG. If you follow that team that's on the bubble and the brink of trying to make it to RLCS, which is play a stout defense. And if you play a great defense, you don't have to score that many goals. I mean, TPP didn't pop off with a whole lot of goals.
Yeah.
They just kept it simple. If you work your defense, then offense will come naturally, especially if you have the mistakes that Spicy Spinners did. And that was the difference in this one. And that's why TPP came up with the W, in my opinion.